Hi everybody, my name is Eric from Khokelo Safaris and welcome back. Today we'll be talking about all the gadgets that you can take with you when you go on safari in Botswana or Zambia. Now I have to admit I'm a gadget guy, so I love to take as much as possible with me. All that I can carry I will take. But of course it's completely up to you what you will take or what you will not take with you. A few things though, well, I would definitely recommend that you take it with you. So I have it all laid out in front of me, so let's go and start with the binoculars. I take these ones, the 10 by 42. I mean, you go to Africa to spot wildlife and this definitely will help you in finding it. It's a bit heavy, but definitely worth it. Not only take one for yourself, but take one for your partner or your children if you're taking them with you, so you can all look for wildlife together. So binoculars. Then a photo camera. Well, of course you take a photo camera with you. Which one you take, that's totally up to you. I always take my mirror camera with me, and I take some special lenses with it as well. Starting with this one, it's also a very heavy one. It's a 70-200 lens. I feel that 200 millimeters is more than enough for you to take nice pictures. If you are going to look for birds, however, I would recommend a 3, maybe even a 400 millimeter lens, but then you will really be suffering with carrying it. So a 200 millimeter lens should be more than enough. You can always crop the pictures later on when you go back home and you Photoshop it. I also take a 70 millimeter lens with me for those objects that are a little bit closer and where this lens is just absolutely not good anymore. So yeah, that's when it comes to photography. I take a tripod. Why? Because I like to take pictures in the evenings of the Milky Way, of the starry skies, and you definitely need a tripod for that. It will all add to the amount of weight that you will take with you. But again, by your own preference, take as much or as little with you as you want. In the evenings, especially when you go in their winter, our summer times, it can get very cold. So I would advise you to buy some very thin gloves that will at least keep your hands warm enough for you to be able to operate your own camera. And practice in advance with all the settings. You only go there maybe once in your lifetime. It would be a complete pity if your pictures would fail. Okay, that's enough about photography. Let's talk about lighting. We always take for each one of us a headlight like this one. You just put it on your head like that, you switch it on and you are able to see what's in front of you, especially in the evenings. Of course it's pitch dark there, there's no public lighting or anything there, so this will help you. But not only this lighting, we also take a flashlight with us. This is a rechargeable one that we can recharge through USB. You can also take one that's operated on batteries. But if you do operate them on batteries, make sure you take additional batteries with you. I mean, it will just happen, you're in the middle of nowhere and your flashlight will stop working and there is no shop in the neighborhood, so take them with you. Pocket knife, I always take my Leatherman. You don't have to take a Leatherman, you can take any kind of pocket knife, but something that will help you in cutting, in slicing, might actually be worth taking. This one contains some tools as well that I always have with me. There is a small toolbox in the car always present, but that's usually for the bigger items, your car. So yeah, well, I recommend a Leatherman or Leatherman-like piece of equipment to take with you. Then electricity. There's 220 volts in both Botswana and Zambia, but you need a special international adapter for it. Like this one, for example. This is a very old one, but still operates perfectly. What I recommend to you is, especially nowadays, now that you have iPhones, iPads, cameras, flashlights, anything that needs to be charged, is to take also a extension cord with you with multiple outlets that your system works for. So I always take a 3 or maybe even a 5 outlet extension cord, plug it in, simply as that, and you can charge whatever you want at the same time, and there's no fighting about who gets to charge what first. My tip to you, take one of these. For those moments that you don't have 220 volts in the neighborhood, that's very common that you don't, take some chargers with you that might operate on the cigarette lighter of your car. Like for example, I have here, this is a specific charger for the batteries of my photo camera with the cigarette lighter plug that I can just plug into the car, and I can charge my stuff at any time that I want to. I also have a specific cigarette charger USB that I can plug two USB cables in, and I can charge basically all my equipment that I want to charge if I'm on the road. But do take your chargers with you. Do not forget them. It would be a pity if you are not able to charge your equipment. Then finally, if you travel through Khokelo Safaris, we will arrange a satellite phone for you. But if you happen to do it all by yourself, you know, cell phone coverage is pretty good in both Botswana and Zambia. In the parks, however, you will find that there's no cell phone coverage at all. We recommend, you know, renting or purchasing, whatever you want, your own satellite phone. We have our own as well. It's a second hand that we purchased just for the times that is absolutely necessary in case of an emergency, basically. But again, if you rent a car through Khokelo Safaris, we will arrange it for you, and we will also provide you with a list of phone numbers that you can call, which is also very convenient. So yeah, basically that's it what I take gadget-wise. I mean, this is just a small selection. These are all the things that I'm taking. But I'm taking my camera, my lens, my tripod, multiple lenses. Well, you take whatever you want to take with you. As long as you are able to carry it yourself, then you know, I don't think that should be any problems. So yeah, that's it. Thank you very much for watching. If you want to know more about self-driving in Botswana or Zambia, feel free to contact us at www.khokelosafaris.com. If you like this video, please like it, and I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.